See what these players both start with. Winterborn going Paladin. Once again, the aggressive Paladin against, wouldn't you know it, an aggressive Paladin. Do we have even any differences here? Okay, we got a Harvest Golem on the side of Nox. And only a single Leper Gnome. I think that is the only difference on inspection. Now, because I think this is going to be a different VOD on YouTube, probably some people skipping through the tournament. The reason that we're doing this this show match here, we do the first round and the second round, all the games simultaneously. We just kind of pop into games as they're going. And we came into Nox's series at the end where he lost, and he was very, very upset about the fact that he did not have a good showing, okay? So we wanted to show everything that he had, but I gotta say, there's a lot of pressure here in this match now. I'm expecting a lot from Nox. He went so far as to ask that I don't even put those games up on YouTube, which of course I'm not gonna do. I'm uploading everything to YouTube because, well, that's what the people deserve to see. You don't see people lose, sports teams lose in a sports event. Ask that the game not be broadcasted or pulled from air, so. Let's see. Enough of that babble out of the way. There's the context to this whole thing. But looking at the way that this game is developing, I like Nox's position a lot. This Consecrate and Avenging Wrath does very, very good in the mirror here. Most minions in this matchup die to, yeah, any of these board clear spells. So if you're able to kind of wipe your opponent's board to secure anything on your board, usually you'll just get more damage out of what you put out there. And that's how you secure a win. But still really anyone's game. There's no real obvious major advantage here. And I think a fine Consecrate, right? Just helps clear the board out. And yeah, kind of another interesting thing for Winterborn here is, you know, for example, you want to get as much value as possible from your Abusive Sergeant. Wow, amazing knife. But at the same time, you have this weird situation where both players are running Divine Favor. And you don't want to enable the other player's Divine Favor, but you also don't want to play suboptimally, kind of extending, overextending onto the board. That Consecrate draw was huge, though. I think absolutely Winterborn's one of the ways to get back into this game.
The light protects me.
Okay, both players also going to be sitting on Leroy. Now, True Silver, like we talked about this during the tournament. True Silver, you often think of it as a control card, something to help control the board, you know, stabilize your health. But in these aggressive matchups, each swing to the face of your opponent is basically a difference of 6 health, right? You're dealing 4 damage, healing 2, extending the time that you can get value, or get damage against your opponent. So, yeah, gonna see a lot of value from the 2 swings on this True Silver. And I can see why you just get the Blessing of Might out. Playing a little bit around Divine Favor. Not really guaranteed to get any more value anytime later. And it's a quality draw, not great. That being said, I don't think Nox is going to be too upset with having the board here. Wow. Wow, what a great draw. And that Consecrate actually able to clear out the whelps that Leroy's going to put down.
In the light, we are one.
Yeah, things not looking so good. This is 8 damage as is. The bubble gone. No real way to deal with this Leroy at the moment. Still nothing. You can, I guess, run the Leroy in, play True Silver, swing face. Gonna just barely keep you alive.
You have my gratitude.
Wow. But match it with your second True Silver. First game's gonna go to Winterborn. Alright, well, Winterborn, our 3rd place. I guess victor, whatever you want to call it. Came 3rd in the tournament that we just had, because Hisconda, she opted to not play for the 3rd place match. Understandably, it's pretty late over in those EU time zones. But yeah, Nox, the pressure is on. I know can't hear me at the moment, but wants to show his best. I'm excited to see some of these other lists as well. Nox always bringing a bit of spice. Yeah, we're gonna get to Shaman versus Warrior. Alright. So a fairly standard mid-range Shaman, which I think normally does well against something like Control Warrior, but this is not your standard Control Warrior. Let's really look at this. So, you know, kind of beat down Raging Worgen. Like, I don't think the idea, if I'm correct, is to have like an OTK kind of situation. You know, a lot of times playing that OTK warrior, you've got tons and tons of card draw, a lot of board removal tools like brawls, and then eventually you get into this really, really high-powered combo. But this, you're going to be able to push damage kind of throughout the match, right? Like this early Inner Rage here. Now you've got to contend with a big, beefy Berserker, which this Flame Tongue's going to do work in clearing up. But yeah, what I would expect as a finisher from this deck would be something along the lines of 15 or 18 damage. Maybe it's a, yeah, War Song enabling the Worgen, something like that. Yeah, and Winterborn able to just kind of slowly develop things here. Although this Arcanite Reaper presents a lot of damage. It looks like a decision. Is Nox going to clear the board here? If you see the swing against the Flame Tongue, then yeah, it looks like the other two minions going to take stuff out. But if he's looking to maximize damage, that Arcanite Reaper will go face. Or save the health, I suppose, in that situation. Lightning Storm, gotta say, pretty good draw as well. That's really all you gotta do to win. Just draw well. Do you have an opportunity to showcase your skill? Ah, who cares? Draw well. That's a skill. And now, yeah, suddenly a rough position. Like, this Bloodsail Raider can get huge with the weapon. I'm not even going to play it out. Just going to go down 2-0. I say it all the time during the tournament. I'll say it again for this show match. Pretty easy to come back. I shouldn't say easy, but it's very doable to come back from a 2-0 because you have to win with every single deck in your lineup. We'll bring out the Druid. Alright, both players are banned. The other player's Rogue. I don't know if that's going to make it into the VOD or what. But yeah, because you've got to win with every single deck. Now we know it's just going to be this Druid, and well, I can't really speak for this Warriors matchup, but this might be, for example, a matchup that Nox feels comfortable with. He knows that he was getting the Druid here, because that's all that Winterborn has. Certainly Execute's going to do pretty well, but I gotta think, not quite the opening he was hoping for. Double Warsong, not developing any presence. You got Wild Growth on the other side of things. Oof. I'm already starting to wonder if Nox is going to beg me to not put this on YouTube as well. But it's too late. I've committed. It's here. Definitely like this move. Don't want to allow any chargers to come down. You know, you always know Execute a potential threat if you're just going to plop it down and do nothing immediately. Boy, and yeah, just not a lot to do. He can force some draws from the Acolyte here. Whirlwind and Inner Rage, but yeah, it just isn't ideal. With the Whirlwind, he can at least execute the Yeti. I'm a little bit surprised to see the Inner Rage. But I guess, yeah, he just values that card draw over the potential of keeping this Acolyte alive. Actually just going to be silenced and hero powered. Swipe, obviously another way to take it out, but I think denying that draw quite smart as well. And still, yeah, Nox just digging a little deeper. Kind of splitting the difference. He does have to worry about the board presence that Winterborn's getting out, but certainly got to be concerned with actually killing him at some point as well. I love this though. I love the Savage Roar trade. Just so efficient. Going down to 24, I don't think you're too concerned. I mean, with where we're at, seeing the hand of Nox, we know there's not a ton of combo potential sitting there. Luckily, Nox is able to take some damage for at least another turn before this gets too worrisome. But yeah, Winterborn, and not even concerned for healing, just looking to draw. Gets into that combo. We're looking at almost killing Nox if it was to come out next turn. Right, 14 plus the 9. It's 27 damage, I believe. Innervate would push that to 28. That's going to be it. A quick 3-0 from Winterborn. No need to apologize. Yeah, no need to apologize. Hearthstone. It happens. At least we got to see some cool decks. You know, a lot of randomness in Hearthstone. I know Nox is probably not enthused with how those draws went, both in the tournament and for the show match. But hey, it's fun being able to get a little bit more Hearthstone in for the day. And yeah, Appreciate Winterborn doing that as well. But it's going to wrap up the stream for the day. And I guess the VOD will cut off sometime around there. So again, just a final thank you for everyone watched, participated, all that kind of stuff in the tournament. And yeah, I don't know. I'm done. Stream ending. Bye.